What is going on, everybody? How are we doing tonight? Oh man, my son is not happy. He kicked a fridge and hurt his toe. What is going on, everybody? So now, man, they just totally screwed this thing up, didn't they? I should not have updated the OBS because it's not cool at all. Okay, well. Alright, let's see, 0. Yet. Okay, cool. All right, everybody, we have a lot to break tonight. We have what? 4 breaks and a personal to do tonight. So the personal is going to be first, but I have not heard from Scotty. I'm just going to tell him to hop on the channel. And we'll make it happen, but may as well break some football during football, if you know what I mean. And I know it's a little earlier, but like I said, we got a lot of cards to get through tonight. So we're going to go ahead and get through the cards. All right. So for football, this is break number 158. It's 3 Leaf Collective, brand new product, NFL Blaster, 6 autos. It was a pick one, get one. So the Cardinals went to Auburn, the Falcons went to C. Hills Hobby got the Ravens, Mike O got the Bills, Hills got the Panthers and Bears, Nick got the Bengals and the Browns, Auburn got the Cowboys, Nick got the Broncos, Auburn got the Lions, C got the Packers, Auburn with the Texans, Nick with the Colts, Mike O with the Jags, Auburn with the Chiefs, Auburn with the Commanders, Titans, Bucks, and Seahawks, Mike O with my 49ers, Auburn with the Steelers, Eagles, and Jets, Hills with the Giants, Auburn with the Saints, Mike O with the Pats, Auburn with the Vikings, Auburn with the Dolphins, Mike with the Rams and Chargers, Auburn with the Raiders, Auburn with the SEC, and all other college. So only 4 people I think in this break, which is fine. I mean, this was a cheap break to get into. So let's go ahead and dig in. I have not seen this stuff yet. I am very excited to see it though. So good luck. If you are on the chat, say what's up. I know some of us are watching some football still. So let's see. In each of these boxes, we will have 2 metal autos. So that's pretty cool. And it's just 1 pack. So it's a fairly quick break. But I got these at a super, super good price and wanted to break them for you all. I have 3 more as well, which I think I'll post this week. And then I'm looking to get this new football stuff that just came out, and it is licensed. So it has an auto and I think like 6 or 7 numbered cards per box. So stay tuned. Football is not going away. Hey, what's up, brother? How are you? All right, good luck, everybody. This is what we got going on for some football. All right off the bat, we got Jaden Bradford. Both autos are up front, so we're going to come back to that. JT Lindsay out of 50. B College. Shadur Sanders, the press pass, will go to college as well. I think he's playing today. Raylan Sharp out of 50 from Missouri State College. Christian Vezina, College. Ellis Robinson IV. Fred Ferrier III. Demond Williams. And then our first auto, as we saw, would be Jaden Bradford. Those are nice. And he is out of 50, and that will go to the college spot to Auburn. Congratulations, Auburn. Very nice little blue there. And our second auto will be Malachi Ziegler out of 5. Look at that. That's sick as well, and that will also go to Auburn. Malachi Ziegler out of 5. That's a nice one. Congratulations, Auburn, on the really cool hit there. 4 out of 5. And then let me see, we had an out of 50, another out of 50, and another out of 50. And we will get those sleeved up as well. All right, on to the second one. And again, football will go pretty quickly here. I'm going to move these two to the front so we don't miss out. Jalen Daniels, not Jaden, Jalen Daniels. AJ Henning. Ugh, they did it to me again. Graham Mertz. Penny Boone. Roderick Robinson. Will Pauling. Jarrett Gibson, Joseph Griffin, AJ Henning is covering up. We'll go with a Lewis Bond out of 60. And that will go to Auburn. They were all college, man, so far. Yeah, and the checklist definitely had a mix. Graham Mertz, they've all been college so far. Literally every single card. And the checklist definitely has a mix of pro and college. They are blasters though, so yeah, literally it's like 2 personals. And we had an out of 50. 1 extra out of 50 there. All right. Good luck. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's like Jim McMahon, so they're definitely in there. Steve Atwater for the Broncos. Raylan Sharp out of 50. Caleb Burton. Ethan Grunkmeyer. Jim Hart. Jim McMahon out of 50 for the Bears. And then let's do this guy. Dwight Stevenson, that looks like he is the Dolphins. So Dwight Stevenson for the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were Auburn as well. Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's definitely pro teams. Like here's a pro auto. It just looks like they stacked up the college ones in there, man. Like here's a Dolphins. And then clearly, like Jim McMahon is a Dolphin, or is a Bear, I should say. So there we go, Dolphins out of 60 auto. And James Jointer. And what do you know? That is another college one. So all the autos except for one were college. Kind of brutal there. And you know what I'm going to do? That's out of 20. And let's see, the Jim McMahon went to the Bears. Who had the Bears? Hills. So you have this one, Hills. Jim McMahon out of 50. And then Raylan Sharp out of 50. All right, we're going to do one more blaster of these guys. Let me grab one more blaster. One more. Let's do it. Good luck. Hopefully we get some pro names in here. there's a pro, Andre Reed at least. Ryder Lyons out of 50. Vinny Testaverde. Riley Leonard. Caden Salter. Jalen Lloyd. Hakeem Williams. Jim Hart. Andre Reed. And our first auto will be Montori Foster Jr. out of 60. Looks like I failed in this one as well to try to get a pro auto. And we have Deuce Knight out of 60. Well, Auburn, you got some autos coming your way, buddy. And then the Andre Reed Bills is just a base. I tried. All right, that's football. Let's let everybody log off and just have Auburn see all his cards that came through here. All right, we had a James Joyner out of 20, the Foster out of 60, Ziegler out of 5, the Bond out of 60, the Dwight Stevenson out of 60, Graham Mertz out of 20, the Deuce Knight on the press pass. I do like that card out of 60. The Jaden Bradford out of 60. My card of the break is going to be the out of 5. The Malachi Ziegler out of 5. So that'll go to Auburn. Congratulations, man. That is a cool one. Hopefully he pans out to be some sort of stud. All right. That is football. I am going to check and see if Scotty is on, because if he is, I'm going to run his personal for him. If not, we will dive into the Leaf Vivid break, which I am super, super stoked about. Let's put these in there. All right, be right back, everybody. Let's see if Scotty got back to me. He did not get back to me yet, so no biggie. We'll just run into the Leaf Vivid. All right, let me grab the Leaf Vivid boxes. This will also be a pretty quick break here because it is only 8 cards per box, but we will have 12 autos. And let me let the Leaf crew know that we are starting here. All right, so we had Benjamin take the D-backs, Tim T take the Braves, Marshall with the Orioles, Brian Z with the Red Sox, Greg W with the Cubs, Hills with the White Sox, Mike with the Reds, Benjamin with the Guardians, Mike with the Rockies, C with the Tigers, Hills with the Astros, Hills with the Royals, Greg with the Angels, Mike with my back-to-back defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers, Dave with the Marlins, Marshall with the Brewers, Benjamin with the Twins, Brian with the Mets, Tim with the Yankees, Greg with the A's, Tim with the Phillies, Brian with the Pirates, Benjamin with the Padres, Hills with the Giants, Marshall with the Mariners, C with those Cardinals, Brian with the Rays, Marshall with the Rangers, Greg with the Jays, Tim with the Nats, Mike with the Actors, and Dave with the non-Major League Baseball / college. So Actors will go to the actor spot. People like Livy Dunn will go to the non-MLB / college spot. So, all right, I'm excited for this one. Should be fun. Again, only 8 cards per box. But, I mean, We'll definitely hit some, hopefully, bangers up in here. Good luck, everybody. And they do come with just one box. Look like that. I hope everybody's had a phenomenal Sunday. All right. All right, boys and gals. Let's see what we can pull here. Hopefully something fun. Hopefully something cool. Good luck. Vivid. This is a Kyson Witherspoon. 1 out of 1. Very good. And that is going to go to the non-MLB/college spot. Dave Knight, welcome to the world of 101s, man. That is cool. It is called an Inglorious Technicolor Kyson Witherspoon. He had a 10-4 record for Oklahoma. First team All-American and a semifinalist for the Golden Spikes Awards. 2.65 ERA. That is awesome. Dave Knight, you took a gamble and you got yourself a 1 of 1. Congratulations, man. That is sick. I do like that card. Very, very nice. Good start to this break. All right. Let's keep this train going. I'm sorry, man. Ozzie Smith. We know he's not in college. C. Also a 1 of 1. Very nice. That is sick. C, also known as Curtis. I know you will enjoy that one. I'm going to try to get you Livy, man. That is sick. Ozzie Smith, Technicolor 1 of 1. That is a nice card, man. That is cool. Yeah, that's a nice card, man. I got to see Ozzie Smith's final game in Dodger Stadium. That is cool. All right, it should be auto time. Good luck. Billy Carlson. Billy Carlson. I'm going to have to look that one up. That might be a college kid. White Sox. Hey, he has the same birthday as me. That's cool. Chicago White Sox. That goes to Hills. There you go, bud. July 29th, on the birthday. That is my birthday. This might be my new favorite player in baseball. Billy Carlson goes to Hills Hobby for the Chicago White Sox. Congratulations, Hills. I'm just going to write on the back here real quick. Just put a little Hills on there so we know who that is. Very cool. Might be my new favorite player. Hey, you never know, man. Might turn out to be a stud. Cam Caminiti, we know 1 of 1. We know that is the ATL Braves. Tim Trentley, that is dope as well. 3 1 of 1s. This one takes the cake so far. Cam Caminiti, Braves, not worth $1. 1 of 1, very nice. Tim Trentley. That is the card right now. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to be drinking a lot of water tonight. I'm struggling a little bit, so forgive me. All right. Good luck. Coming soon. That is cool. To a stadium near you featuring Cooper Pratt. Not numbered. Oh, sorry. One of... Is that 3? One of 8. Cooper Pratt, I believe that's the Brewers, but I just want to make sure. Yep, I was right. I like to double check and make sure. It is the Brewers. And the Brewers is Marshall. I really like that insert. I wish Topps would do an insert like this. That would be really, really cool. So Cooper Pratt coming soon. Summer of 2027 they are projecting him. Very cool. Congrats, Marshall. Ooh, the next card looks really nice. Oh, wow, look at that. 6 of 8. Curt Schilling. Wow, look at that. And he is in the Red Sox there, just a heads up. That's Brian Z. That one's cool. That one was really cool. Brian Z with Curt Schilling. Wow. I love that. That's cool. Now that's a good autograph to have. And I know that'll be PC'd for Brian. Congratulations, Brian. That is a cool one, man. And again, that is 6 of 8. That is cool. All right, next one up. Dean Moss, out of 4. I don't know much about old Dean Moss, I'm going to be honest with you. Dean Moss is a Tampa Bay Ray. Awesome. So that means he will be an all-star whenever he comes up because that's what the Rays do. And I believe that is Tim, if I'm not mistaken. Just want to make sure. No. Brian Z. Brian, back-to-back hits, man. Congratulations. Dean Moss. Brian Z. And I'm just going to write Brian Z. Very cool. And that is out of 4. Number 3 out of 4. That is nice. All right, we still got a few more up in this. Oh, this next one's like see-through. Awesome. Yeah, Scott, I know, man. I know. But, yeah, I get them so cheap. Like, I'm cool with it. You know, these are just fun PC cards for people. All right, this next one's like see-through. So here we go. Pure Imagination. Liam Doyle. Oh, my gosh. That is so sick. Oh, my gosh. I love that card. Wow. Cardinals, yeah, right? Yeah, Cardinals. Wow, that one's so cool. That might be one of my favorite looking cards that I've ever pulled. And I'm not even joking when I say that. See, that thing is so cool. Like it's like it's thick. Oh, that is cool. 4 out of 10. Liam Doyle, Mr. Tennessee himself, but he's going to the St. Louis Cardinals, which is C. Man, that's cool. Oh, that ain't gonna fit in there. You know what, I'm gonna have to get one of these slightly thicker ones. There we go. Oh man, that is so cool. Congratulations, C. That one's dope. That is definitely going to make... Wow, I can't believe I'm going to take off a 1 of 1 off of here. Ozzy. We'll move Curt Schilling over. That's just a really, really nice card. All right, last card of this box. We still have a whole other box to go. Coming soon. Travis Bazzana. We know that is the guards. And that is out of 10. And he is expected to arrive on scene in 2026. That goes to Benjamin. Congrats, Benjamin. That one's cool, dude. I love that insert. That is really, really cool. All right, that's one box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's awesome. Oh, we got an extra auto in that box. Awesome. It felt like it was an extra one. Cool. All right, on to box number 2. Oh my gosh, this thing just did not want to cut, did it? Okay. All right, there we go. This box does not want to get opened. Hopefully that's a good sign. Oh, look at that Doc Gooden sitting up front. Oh, that's a cool card. Oh, man. That is a cool card. All right. So we know the Mets have a nice hit coming up. The question is, what is it numbered out of? 1 of 1 for the Mets. And that is Brian Z. Congratulations, Brian. Way to take the Mets. And you got yourself a Doc Gooden 1 of 1 on the memories. And that is a very, very cool looking card. Look at that. 1 of 1. And I think that's going to take Billy off. Doc Gooden 1 of 1 on the board. All right, here we go. George Wolkow, 1 of 1 as well. Chicago White Sox. Chicago White Sox. Hills. Hills, here you go, bud. Hills, you got yourself a 1-on-1, buddy. That's a cool one, too. George Wolkow. We'll see how well he does, huh, Hills? Let's keep an eye on this kid. All right, here we go. Auto time. Alex Hernandez. Alex Hernandez. I do not know who that is. Looks like he's college. So he is college. Alex Hernandez is college, and he will go to Dave Knight. He plays for Georgia Tech. He plays for Georgia Tech. So Dave Knight with a Georgia Tech. And then we're just going to put college on there. All right. I really want to pull an actor or a non-MLB one. Asbel Gonzalez. And again, I don't know Asbel Gonzalez either. I have a feeling this one's college too. No, Royals. Kansas City Royals. Okay. That's why I should stop assuming, right? And the Royals go to Hills. There you go, Hills. Now you're starting to get something, making up for the football. At least the football was super cheap, man. So out of 6, congratulations, Hills. I'm just going to write Hills on the back here. Very cool card, man. Congrats. All right, we got about 4 left. Ooh, it's a big boy. Blake Burke. Out of 3, and we know that's the Brewers. The Brewers just know how to get these big dudes, right? Man, I do not want to see Blake Burke in an alley anywhere. This dude would destroy me. Marshall. Congratulations, Marshall. On the Blake Burke. Out of 3. Congratulations, Marshall. Man, that dude's mean looking. Whew. Imagine being a pitcher and you accidentally hit him and you're like, I'm sorry, Blake. Brody Breck for the Rockies. Brody Breck for the Rockies. And the Rockies go to Mike O, and that is 2 out of 2. Congratulations, Mike O. 2 out of 2, Brody Breck. Come on, let's get one more just really, really good name here. Oh, we got another see-through card. Bryce Meckage, also for the Brewers, 5 out of 5 for Mr. Marshall. Brewers are having a nice little break. Marshall, you're not doing too shabby. Congratulations, man. All right, here's one of those see-through cards. Oh, they're so sick. Oh. Look at that Trey Morgan. Oh, 4 out of 6, man. These cards are just nasty. Oh, Brian Z. That is a cool card, man. I don't know if you all like this, but I think these are so freaking cool. Like, these cards are beautiful. Look at that. Trey Morgan, 4 out of 6. Very nice. All right, last card. Good luck. Connor Griffin, Brian Z. I made you wait, and it's a 1 of 1. Oh my gosh! Let's go! Let's go! Brian, Connor Griffin, 1 of 1. Wow! There we go. There we go. Oh, man. I'm just going to take a second real quick. That was sick. That was a fun break, man. Oh, that was cool. All right. Let's just do a quick recap here. Bryce McCackey, Brody Breck, Blake Burke, Billy Carlson, and a 1 of 1 of Kyson Witherspoon. We had Alex Hernandez. We had Asbel Gonzalez. Coming soon to a stadium near you, Cooper Pratt. Out of 8, Dean Moss. Out of 4, We had a couple of these awesome, beautiful see-through cards. Trey Morgan and Liam Doyle. We had George Wolkow, 1/1, beautiful card. Travis Bazana, out of 10. Kurt Schilling, out of 8. Doc Gooden, 1/1. Ozzie Smith, 1/1. Cam Caminiti, 1/1 auto. And the card of the break is a Connor Griffin, 1/1 autograph. I got to snag a picture of that one because that is just freaking sweet. And we are going to tweet that out real quick. I don't know why I took a video. We're going to take a quick picture here. Wow, that's cool. Very, very cool. That was awesome. That was awesome. All right, let me clean this up. Scotty, you with me? All right, Scotty. So, Scotty, I was cleaning up upstairs, and I found an extra box of Tier 1 laying around. So, you're going to have a very, very difficult decision to make. Because little did I know, I have 3 boxes left. I didn't think I had 3 boxes left. So, unless you want to rip all 3, we can go 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to let you pick, my man. And if you do want to do an extra one, just let me know. You know I'll take care of you. I'm going to let you be good to yourself. I don't want the pressure of this one, Scott. Middle it is. All right. Good luck, my man. Appreciate you, Scott. I know you love Tier 1. Let's see if I can hit you a big one. I can only hope. I'm going to do my best. I'm doing these at cost. Scott, what did I tell you, man? I'm not making a single dime off of these. So it is $341.59 was the exact cost that I got for them. $341.59, and that is the cost. Sorry, $341, not $351. $341.59, and that is the cost out the door with tax that I got them for. So. All right, Jackson Jobe will be on top. Good luck, Scott. Appreciate you, brother. Let's do this. So we saw Jackson Jobe out of 99. I do think he's going to come back very, very strong. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, Scott. Drew Romo. We need a better start than Drew Romo. Drew Romo out of 49 for you, Scott. It's all right. Let's get the rough ones out of the way here. Drew Romo out of 49. Astros. Jeremy Pena out of 49. Jeremy Pena out of 149. All right, come on, baby. Blue Jays. Will Wagner, right? Yeah, Will Wagner out of 99. Will Wagner out of 99. And let's see here, Scott. That's the back. Just flip it over. Hey, Scott. Scott! 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 You're going to get another tier 1 now, aren't you, buddy? Let's go, Scott. Paul Skeens. Mother trucker out of 49. Scott. Bro. I can't even breathe, Scott. Oh, my man. Oh, Scott, that put the smile on my face, buddy. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool, man. Oh, man, that's cool, dude. I'm sorry. I'm stoked on that one, bud. I'm stoked on that one, dude. I gotta get a picture of that real quick. Man, that's cool. All right, I have, before we jump into Pro Debut, I have 2 boxes left. I'm doing it at cost, everybody. Does anybody want to jump in? Does anybody want to jump in? Hey, that made my day, dude. That's so cool. I think that's my first or second Skeens I've pulled. I can't remember, to be honest with you. That's so cool, man. Thanks for taking the chance on me, Scott. Not a lot of people sit there and spend that money on a box. That's so cool. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty hard to top that box. Dang, man, that's so cool. I'm gonna grab a bottle of water real quick. Yeah, that's so cool. Nah, man, you didn't miss debut. I had to do a personal for Scott. We got him a Paul Skeens. So I'm just asking if anybody else real quick wants to hit a personal before we jump into debut. I'm going to go grab the case real quick. Hey, man, I'm happy. Here's the case, everybody. Okay, I'm just going to open them up right here. See if anybody wants. 342 out the door. It's yours. If anybody wants, I got 2 boxes left. Oh, wrong case. Sorry, that's that's Topps update. Let me go grab the other box. I hope this is the case. Hey, thank you, Scott. I hope this is the case. If not, it's not here. It better be. There we go. Pro debut. Pro debut. Pro debut. Alright, nobody wants to do. We could rip all the update, right? I still got 2 boxes of tier 1 if anybody wants to do one. Alright, so Pro Debut. We a lot of cards here, a lot of different parallels and stuff. Base will not ship unless you sent me a note. All Chrome, don't worry about that. Chrome will ship. This is just going to be a sorting nightmare. Let me send a note to everybody letting them know Pro Debut. There's my cat. That's Taco just coming to say hi. All right, Pro Debut. Who's excited for some Pro Debut? I am. I am trying to get more of this. It's sold out on Topps. I don't want to pay what it is right now, so we'll see if I get more of this stuff in. We got plenty of stuff to rip. I got some surprises for you all. Heads up, we are going to do another mystery break, so get ready. All right, Pro Debut. So we did have an option to do first half or second half cases. Pretty much everybody took the full case with the exception of the Brewers. So Benjamin has the D-backs, Auburn with the Braves, Rob with the Orioles, Auburn with the Red Sox, Run DMG with the Cubs, Tim Trentley with the White Sox, Run DMG with the Reds, Marshall with the Guardians, Card Farm with the Rockies, Rob F with the Tigers, Drake with the Astros, Auburn with the Royals, Benjamin with the Angels, Marco back with us all the way over on the other side of the pond in the UK, getting my defending champion, back-to-back World Series champion, Los Angeles Dodgers. That's going to be fun to say for the rest of this year. Drake with the Marlins. First half of the Brewers will go the left first to Gabriel, the second right to Auburn. And then the Twins went to Austin. I'm sorry, the Twins went to Joshua S. First break with us. Welcome, Joshua. Austin had his Mets. First break with us. Austin, it was great chatting with you earlier today, my man. Welcome. Dylan got his Yankees. C took in a big swing with us with the A's. Rob with the Phillies. Card Farm with the Pirates. Got to keep the Pirate heat coming. Nick with the Padres. Con with the Giants. Marshall with the Mariners. Dave K with the Cardinals. Adam C, first break with us with the Rays all the way on the other side of the pond as well in Europe. Auburn with the Rangers. Paul Carr once again from Europe with the Blue Jays. Alfredo is back with us with those Washington Nationals. So, with that being said, we are going to get rid of the keyboard. And we're going to start with the left side of the case. And we are going to rip some Pro Debut. Good luck, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm going to make a little bit more room up here. That'll be the left. That will be the right. Let me guess. Those are going to fall, aren't they? Of course they are. All right. Just so we can have some room here. Again, base will not ship. Chromes will. I keep all the autos because you guys are great and you wanted me to have all the autos. So thank you for that generous donation. Kidding. Sorry. I've been feeling like doo-doo. I've got to find a way to keep myself entertained and happy. So, not so much sick. I think I've just been really, really tired. I told my wife it felt like COVID tired, but I don't have COVID. So the first box or two, we'll go a little slow. We'll check out the cards because I have not seen these so far this year. And then we will go a little bit quicker and get you all out of here at a reasonable time, hopefully in time for Sunday Night Football, because I heard there is a phenomenal game on tonight. All right, let me check the chat real quick. I think somebody had a question. Wait, who was my other team? This is Austin. Austin, let me check for you, buddy. Austin, you had the Mets, and I think that was it. Yeah, you just had the Mets. Yep, just the Mets. Just double checking. Yes, sir, just the Mets. Hey, David, how you doing tonight, man? Good to see you. All right, let's dig into some pro day. We have Cody Freeman, Bashirs, Gehrig, DeBarge, Miller, Kalen Culpepper, J.D. Dix, Messina, DeMartini, Morales, Stafford, Sterling, Rucker, Made, Ramos, Nivens. Inserts will ship. Okay? So like this will ship. Okay? Arjun Namala for the Toronto Blue Jays. Very nice gold start. Number 7 out of 50 for those Blue Jays. Arjun Namala. And again, we will see 32 big ones tonight, everybody. Arjun Namala. Hey, I'm tired too, man. It's okay. Congratulations to the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays, I believe, was over the pond. Paul Carr. Congratulations, Mr. Carr. All right, we have Thomas White, Sproat, Gillen, Cortez, Adams, and Matheson. Carson Williams, Drayling, Montgomery, Miller, Hightower, Basallo, Mahia, Honeyman, Luciano, Zhang, Keys, McCage, Ledesma, I want to say, and then Braylon Payne. I'll get to that auto in just a second. Hagen Smith, Winston-Salem, that's a team that plays right up the road here. And then we're going to have a couple hits in just a second. So we had Lombard, Jacques, Lorenzo, Emerson, Mahia, and Blake Burke, who just, man, that dude just looks, ugh. I do not want to mess with Blake Burke on a bad day. All right, let's see what we have here, folks. We will have a very, very nice Leo DeVries. Leo DeVries out of 199. Very cool card there. Lake Elsinore Storm. I used to watch the Lake Elsinore Storm back in the day. Leo DeVries, congratulations. Out of 199. I don't think I'm going to keep color up there because I think autos are pretty much going to own the top. But we are going to see a Riku Nishida, who will be the White Sox. Very cool, out of 75. So 2 good low-numbered autos so far. That will be the White Sox. Rico Nishida, and the White Sox went to Tim Trentley. Congratulations, Tim. And we have ourselves a gold chrome of Bryce Meckage. And this will go to the first half, so this will go to Gabriel. Congratulations, Gabe, on the out of 50. And I am just going to write your name on the back of this. That will make the stand land for now, because that goes to the first half. All right, let's keep this thing going here. Smith, Mathis, Montez, Almeida, King, Houck, Condon, Matthews, Payne, McLean, Connor Griffin, Lynn, Nick Kurtz, Campbell, Jonah Tong, Leo DeVries, Luke Adams, Trey Savage, Tears, Cam Smith, Victor Rodriguez, Dowdy, and Ledesma. Walcott, Rodriguez, Dolander, Henley, Montgomery, Hope, McGoingle, Parker, Burkholder, Alcantara, Castillo, Cortez, Waldschmidt, and then we have a Kalen Culpepper. Very nice drafted for those Colorado Rockies. That is a cool one. And that is out of 99. I do like that one. I'm a sucker for numbered inserts. I really am. Congratulations, that one's cool. Rocky spot. And then I drop it. And that's what the unnumbered looks like. Colt Emerson. And then a nice Alex Clemmy out of 99. And I do not know who Clemmy plays for. So one quick second there, guys and gals. I just like to make sure that I have the right team here. And he was the Nationals. Okay. Alex Clemmy goes to the Nationals. And that will be the Nats. Nats. Thank you, Alfredo. I appreciate you, my friend. How are you tonight, by the way? Out of 99, congrats. I guess that can sit up there for the time being. And then we'll have a nice little auto here of George Wolko. And we know who he is because we just pulled a nice card from him. That is the White Sox. White Sox. And I don't think that one's quite going to make it for the long haul. Sundstrom, Shaw, Sudensi, Arroyo, Sanabria, and Perez. Morlando, Morel, Moon, Churio, Matheson, Solano, Moore, Familia, Jenkins, Sudensi, Santuki, Cunningham, and Taipit. We have a nice Clemmy here as well for you, sir, and that will ship. Chase DeLauder. Ooh, there's a thickie. We're going to come back to that. Ben Hess, Hernandez, Tate, Baez, Pratt, Arena, Cespedes. We got a sick card coming up here. Kuroda Grauer, James Tibbs III, Albertus, Leo, Ferris, Smith, Vargas, Morales, Caminetti, Bonnemer, Kalaz, and we'll have a nice card here for the Pods out of 150 for Mr. Tears. Tavares Tears for the Padres. Okay. There you go, Pods. And Joey Votto. Churio is covering up a really nice one. We'll come back to that. Ferris. And we have Crisantes, Amick, Moon, Rayner, Davis, and Mr. Weatherholt, who is, I believe, I hope I'm not wrong here, but I believe he's the #1 prospect. Heading in. All right, let's do this one. Churio, covering up. Pirates out of 25 for Xander Muth. Very cool. Pirates. You said keep the Pirates love going. Well, guess what? You have the lowest numbered card of the break so far. Congratulations, Pirates. And the Pirate spot is owned by none other than Card Farm, a.k.a. Mason. That is a cool one, my man. Out of 25. This card right here I'm excited for. Oh my gosh, we hit one. Dang, look at that, man. Oh, that's cool. Oh, man, look at that. Arjun Namala, the pro debut jumbo. Wow. Oh, that is so cool. Out of 5. Wow. Oh, that is so nice. Blue Jays. Paul Carr, man. Man, that is so cool. Out of 5. How about that? Man is on fire. Yeah, second Namala. Like, dang, that is so dope. Spoiler alert, that's going to be a hard card to beat for the break. That is sick. All right, well, that's box number 1. Man, that's cool. All right. Box number 2. That's cool. Just looking at it, it's so cool. I hope he turns out to be something special. All right, we're going to kind of blow through these now, just focus on the hits. I'm sure everybody will be fine with that. I'd like to get you all out of here before Sunday Night Football begins. All right. Let's see here. All right, Basalo is covering up an Alexander Albertus. And that is the Dodgers. Very cool for the Dodgers spot. And that is numbered out of 150. Congratulations, Dodgers. Don't think that will quite make the stand land. Santucci, Hopkins, Pete, Green, Walcott, and Hightower. And a nice Bryce Eldridge insert. And then right off the top here, we have a Bryce Matthews out of 99 chrome with on the back a Brooks Brannon for the Red Sox. Auto out of 299. Congratulations, Red Sox, for your nice little auto there. And then Bryce Matthews goes to the Astros, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Out of 99, something about a chrome numbered card just puts a smile on my face. Congratulations, Astros. All right, Alcantara, Jenkins, Dial, Morel, Wolclo, and Churio. A Christian Campbell. Calaz, Teodo, Moore, Albertus, Leo, and Morlando. And a Colson Montgomery covering up. A nice Jack. Big Jack for the Royals out of 299. That's nice to see. Nice little hit for the Royals. Congratulations. And then on top here and here, we're going to do the auto first, which will be Luke Adams for the Rattlers, which I believe is the Brewers. So the Brewers first half. So Gabriel got a nice little auto as well for you, my friend. You had a good choice on the first half here. I'm just going to write on the back here so that we know you got it. Congratulations, Big Gabe, on the Luke Adams base auto. And then we have a very nice Charlie Soto out of 150. Very cool card there. Okay, I will look. I'm sorry. Don't know. Oh, wow. What an idiot I am, huh? Thank you for calling it out. I promise I was not trying to do anything shady. I promise. And it is a nice one. It's a Sebastian Walcott. Thank you for calling me that out, David. Mental mistake on Joe Smith's part, and that is out of 75. So great call out by David to the Rangers. Very cool card there for Sebastian Walcott. Thank you, David. I apologize, everybody. That one goes to Auburn. So Auburn, you know I wouldn't try to do you dirty, man. There you go, Sebastian Walcott. David, thank you for the catch, my friend. I don't know how or why I did that, but I'm an idiot sometimes. Nope, I'm an idiot all the time. Thanks, David. Bateman, Jordan, Diaz, Sloan, Stafford, Vargas. Clark. I don't want to throw a numbered card over there again. It's what happens sometimes when I try to get going too quick. Aiden Miller for the Phillies. And that will also be out of 75. Very cool. Aiden Miller, excited to see whenever he does come up. Congratulations, Phillies. Carson. Leo is covering up our next auto, which would be Juan Baez out of 175. And yet another Brewers, Gabe. Gabe picked the right case for the Brewers. Wow. Congratulations, Gabriel. Very nice. And again, it's Juan Baez. Castillo, Luciano, Waldschmidt, Hope, McGoingle, and Lewis. Seaver King on the drafted. Lorenzo on the League Elites. Vetrano. Kindle, Buckholder, Hernandez, Dolander, Ramos, and Montgomery. So pretty good box as well. 2 for 2 on boxes. And this will be box number 3. Let's see if I can go a full box without making a mistake and throwing the numbered cards over in the base pile. Because that's what I try to do. These first timers break with me like, what's this guy trying to do? What shady stuff? All right, box number 3. Good luck. Jenkins is covering up. Hagen Smith for the White Sox. Hagen Smith out of 99, and it is number 1 of 99. Congratulations to the White Sox spot. So far, White Sox, Blue Jays, and Brewers are just crushing. Hagen Smith. Sterling, Gonzalez, Made, Nankiel, Honeymoon, and Flelwilling. Weatherholt and McGoingle. Those are cool. And our next hit will be a Kalen Culpepper. Twins, I believe, right? Yep. Kalen Culpepper of the Twins. And that will be numbered out of 150. Congratulations to the twin spot, Mr. Culpepper. And then right up top here, we have a couple. We're just going to go ahead and hit this auto of Juan Baez. Second one of Juan that we have. And what do you know? It's another Brewers for Gabe. This is our first duplicate we've had tonight. That's the wrong size. Goodness. Gabriel has himself 3 nice little cards here. What did I do? There we go. So Gabriel. So Gabriel, you'll have a couple buddies to hang out with. Congratulations, man. And then this is Ronnie Hernandez of the White Sox. So again, the White Sox continue to have a nice little run going on here. And that is out of 199. All right, Morales, Montgomery, Miller, Wright, and Basallo. Oh, we have a redemption. Redemption. Hopefully that means it's something huge. Redemption. Dolander and a Blake Burke. Look different. McCackey, Fernandez, Messina, Williams, Drayling, and Renders. And we will come back to the redemption. Adams. Hunter Pence. Look at that, Hunter Pence. Wow, look how young he is. Bazana on the drafted. Josue DePala. And then we have a couple coming up here. Let's go from the back first. We have a very nice Eduardo Tate for the Phillies. That one's cool. On-card chrome auto. That is sweet. Eduardo Tate. He's supposed to be a pretty good player. That's a nice one. Congratulations, Phillies. And the Phillies went to Rob. Congrats, man. That's a nice one. Let me see. Will that make the stand? I think that's better than this guy. Yeah. I like the chrome, okay? And then we hit a nice Yoflan Castillo out of 125 for the Rangers. And guys and gals, we do have a redemption coming up. Caminiti, Dix, Cespedes, Kuroda Brower, and James Tips. Weather Holt. Those are nice cards. Covering up. Caleb Durbin. Caleb Durbin. See the Braves? He's the Braves, huh? I don't know why, but I thought he was the Nationals for some weird reason. It's like I know that name. Wait, Durbin is the Brewers? Okay. Durbin says the Brewers. Am I wrong on that? Help me out here. Yeah, Brewers. Another Brewers hit for Gabe. Gabriel is just having a nice little break here. Congratulations, Gabriel. All right, let's see what we got here. Yoelin Cespedes. Red Sox. That's a cool one out of 299. Look at that, Braylon Payne. That's a cool one. Out of 25. Braylon Payne. Help me out, Braylon Payne. Is he also the Brewers? He is not the Brewers, is he? I'm an idiot. I have a strict brain fart right now. He is the Brewers. I knew it was. Yikes. Gabriel. Gabriel. You, sir, are having the time of your life. Thank you, Alfredo. I knew that's who it was. He's a massive chase. I just had a big-time brain fart. Gabriel, I am going to run out of Sharpie. That will definitely make the stand. I just think it's going to take these two bad boys off. And the Braylon Payne for Gabriel will sit up there. And then we have, looks like a blue coming up here. Out of 150. Tyson Lewis out of 150. That's a nice looking card. For the Reds. Reds are on the board. Congratulations, Red Spot. Ramos, Durbin, Nivens, Keishel, Shears, Morgan, and DeBarge. And I think I hit all these. I just want to make sure I did. Okay. All right. Redemption time. Let me clean these up a little bit over here. Redemption time. Good luck, everybody. You are due to receive a Pro Debut Dual Autographs Red. Wow. Foil of Tigers. Wow, that's a big one right there. Rob F. Wow. That is a heater, my friend. Max Clark and Bryce Rayner of the Tigers, and I believe that's out of 5, man. That is a hot one. Rob F. Wow. Wow. Dang. Well, Namala, you might have just got beat for card of the break. All right. Last box of the first half. That is a big one. That is a big one. Dual autograph red. Wow. Oh, out of 10. Cool. Just as good, though, man. That's awesome. Only reason I thought is because that one's red. All right, let me grab a quick little drink here. All right. Insane. It's awesome. Here we go. Lizardo Montez for the Mariners out of 175. Congrats, Mariners. Oh, we got a big boy there, too. Oh. Matthews, Thomas, Payne, Painter, Carrig, and Soroka. We got a big boy coming up. Yeah, it might be dumb, but I'm pretty sure he's happy with that. You know, at the end of the day, out of 10, out of 5, whatever, I'll take it. A dual redemption autograph, you know. Thank you. Cliff Lee, wow. Roman Anthony. And a Gage Miller covering up a Escharde Vargas. Oop, sorry. And that is the Rangers. Congratulations, Rangers. And we had a Gage Miller for Detroit, right? out of 199. Nice Cliff Lee card. That's the passion I love to see in a break. Dylan Head and Friedman. I may just grab another case of this stuff. And PJ Morlando, there we go. That's a stud. Out of 199, that's one of the names we are looking for here. Congratulations. Isaac. Vertrano, Anthony Fontenelle, and Blake Mitchell. And then it looks like, ooh, this will be a nice one. Thomas White for the Marlins. He is going to be a very good pitcher. And that is out of 199. Congratulations, Marlins. Telling you, he's going to be a very good pitcher. Keep that name in the back of your mind because he's going to do some things. Looks like we have back-to-back hits coming up here. We're going to go back first. Looks like the Dodgers are going to get a nice little hit for Kellen Lindsay out of 199 for the Dodgers. Congratulations, Dodgers spot. And then we have a purple of Drew Beam out of 125. They did a really nice job on these chromes this year. I mean, they do a good job every year, but these look really, really good. Soto, Zhang, Parker, King, Houck, and Condon. Nice Condon right there. Mayer. Covering up a Nick McLean for the White Sox. White Sox are having a nice little break. I agree. Cliff Lee was a baller. I remember he was linked to the Dodgers so many years in a row, and the Dodgers just never pulled the trigger on him. I was bummed because he crushed us. And our next hit will be Thomas White again. Nice. A couple Thomas Whites there out of 299. Again, he's going to be a really good ball player. I might have to get more sleeves. I thought I brought enough down here. Congratulations, Marlins. Drafted Jock McGuingle. And a Yankee for Bryce Cunningham out of 150. There's the Yankees. They've been hiding for a little bit tonight. Gonzalez, Connor Griffin, Lynn, Penny, Rodriguez, and Eden Smith. All right, let's see what this big boy is in here. A quick second here, let me dump these sleeves out. All right, good luck. White Sox. Samuel Zavala. I got to see him play. Winston-Salem Dash. Those are very, very pretty cards. I am a big fan of these cards. Congratulations to the White Sox. The White Sox are having a really, really good break tonight. That is a nice one. Out of 150. Ex-Padre. Let's see, that's probably just going to sit up there. I do like those. All right, first half done. Let me do a little stretch here and dig right into the second half after Namala falls. Again, appreciate you all hanging out with us. And the only thing that changes in the second half is now the Brewers go to Auburn. So the Brewers go to Auburn. And I'm going to do this a little bit quicker. I'm going to open all 4 boxes. So we are going to ride. And we are going to ride into the night. Again, we got, 35 minutes until Sunday Night Football. I know some of you are excited for Sunday Night Football. We still have another break after this one. All right. Boom. Shift these over. Start opening them up. Again, if you guys like this product and you want me to get another case, I can get another case. It'll just be slightly higher than release prices. I believe it'll be about $250 more. So I was able to keep, for the most part, most teams cheap. I think the Dodgers were a little steep, and the A's, of course, which we need to hit an A's card for C. They're closing us out. So far, I think this case has produced pretty good, though. And then, as I mentioned, shipping will not take place until after Thanksgiving. If you hit a big card and you need a picture of it, I can get you a picture of it in case you want to put it on eBay or something like that. But I work retail, so I will be traveling heavy. I actually hop on a plane tomorrow. So bear with me. This is the crazy season for retail. Sorting and stuff isn't going to take place until, at least this break at least won't take place until Saturday. I don't get back till late Friday. So just kind of bear with me. But again, if you wanted to put a card up on eBay or something like that and hit it, let me know. I'll get you a nice professional picture. You can put it on eBay. Sell it. I understand how that goes. Alright, so this will be the second half of the case. 2 more packs to open, and then we go. And then we go. All right. Good luck, everybody. And I'm going to sleeve and top load like the low numbers at the end here so we can keep this thing going. They will all be sleeved and top loaded, though, I promise. First one will be Victor Rodriguez for those Dodgers out of 199. Congratulations, Dodgers, on your second hit, or at least second auto. Caminiti, Dix, Calaz, Morel, Walco, and Chorio. Let's just take off the top here. Cash Mayfield for the Pods out of 299. We will come back to that and sleeve it up for you. And then we'll have a nice Casey Cook auto. Casey Cook, don't know too much about Casey Cook. Base auto. And then we have a nice chrome of Cerna, Jared Cerna for the Yanks. Jared Cerna out of 150. Nice looking card. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm going to top load all the numbered ones just for the recap. So you guys always have to bear with me. I just hope I have enough sleeves down here. Oh, Texas? Cerna's Texas? It says Yankees. Or is that Casey Cook? Casey Cook's Texas? Vargas, Morales, Albertus, DeVries, Orlando. I like the guy's last name. J.D. Dix for those D-backs out of 150. Cook, thank you, man. You know your stuff, dude. J.D. Dix for those D-backs. Charlie Blackmon without a beard. Look at that. Dalton Rushing. Got a couple back-to-back here. Pablo Guerrero. Rangers. That's a nice one out of 99. Chrome autos, man. I'm telling you, they're my thing. What's going on with my computer? I don't want you up here. Guerrero. That's nice. Out of 99. Cobb Hightower out of 75. That's a nice one. Congratulations, Padres. Hopkins, Pete, Kendall, Hope, McGoingle, and Lewis. Cool. Well, since that's on top, let's go ahead and do the Riku Nishida out of 10 for the White Sox. White Sox are having one heck of a break. That was just on top of the stack right there. That is sick. Out of 10. White Sox. Tim Trentley, man, you're having yourself a nice little break, man. That is a nice one. Saw that and I was like, oh, well, may as well go ahead and go there. Seaver King. Mac Clark is covering up a Tyson Lewis for those Cincinnati Reds. Little base auto for you. Tyson Lewis. Chandler Simpson. Fontino. Durbin. Keishel. Nivens. Smith. Cespedes. Karuta Grauer, and James Tibbs. Braylon Morrell for the Rangers. Rangers are having a nice little break too. Got a couple nice little numbered cards. Need to get the A's something. That's out of 199. Need to hit the A something. Congratulations to the Rangers. Culpepper, Roman Anthony, Morales. Ooh, look at that one. Ryan Campos out of 50. Ryan Campos out of 50 for the Cardinals. Very nice as well. Congratulations, Cardinals. Who got the Cardinals tonight? Cardinals were Dave Knight. Congratulations, man. That's cool. Cooper Pratt's being covered up by Bryce Matthews for the Astros. There we go. That is nice. He's got a good autograph. I like that one. Congratulations, Astros. That's a nice one. Pirates hit an out of 25. Rockies have been rough. White Sox, Blue Jays, Tigers have absolutely owned. Cam Caminiti and Montez. And then we had a Griffin. There's Luciano. Griffin Burkhold out of 199. And then a Alexander Albertus Dodgers base auto. Congrats, Dodgers. And then the Griffin Burkholder out of 199. I think we've hit you an auto. Couple numbered cards for the D-backs, I believe. But we still got just under half a case. So we still got a lot of cards come. Oh, that's sick. Colt Emerson out of 99. Something about a numbered insert, man, I tell you. Man, that's cool. 6 out of 99. Come on. That's cool. PJ Morlando, Francisca. Very nice James Tibbs. And he will be, in this product, he will be a Giant. We now know he is with the Dodgers. But he will be a Giant in this product. So very nice James Tibbs. And then we have a nice Braylon Dowdy out of 299 for the Guards. Okay, I'll double check that for you. Thank you. Albertus, it says Dodgers. Yeah, White Sox, you're right. White Sox. Good call. Got you, buddy. Great call out. I will ensure that goes to you, my friend. Thank you for the help. Another Tibbs. Better start working on that Tibbs Tibbs Rainbow. Out of 299. Cool, we got another nice card in there. Let's go ahead and let that one simmer. Montgomery. Why are you guys upside down? Rayner. It's good to see you as well, Tim. Hopefully you're doing well. You're having a nice little break. De Los Santos. And a Jonah Tong for the Mets. We know who he is. Mr. Tong. Congratulations, Mets. White, Sproat, Cortez, Adams, and Matheson. I mean, those back-to-back cards just made it happen with Tibbs, you know. Spencer Jones. And a Brooks Bannon for the Red Sox. Congratulations, Red Sox. And that is out of 175. Congratulations. Here we got a Yofre Solano out of 175 to the Fish. I'm trying to get you something, Alfredo, man. Trust me. Paula, Rony Hernandez. 125. White Sox. And we have a nice Carson Bench for the Mets out of 150. That's a nice one. I don't think so, David. Cubs have kind of skunked. Bryce Eldridge. A's have skunked so far. Brandon Sproat, sure. Out of 199. Mets are making a comeback. They've been very quiet. Three in a row. Excuse me. A Cam Smith for the Astros. There we go, out of 150. Sometimes that's how it goes, man. Just comes and goes in waves. You sit back, you don't get anything, then all of a sudden you get three in a row. Cam Smith, very nice. And a Pablo Guerrero. Rangers. Rangers are having a pretty good break, too. Griffin Burkholder. Very nice. Phillies out of 75. And I went through all my top loaders. Travis, that's sick. Travis Honeyman for the Cardinals out of 50. That's a nice card. That is a very, very nice card. And we have a Jared. Whew, look at that. Jared Thomas. Who is Jared Thomas play for? Rockies. Nice. There we go. Rockies. Now the Rockies have scored. That is a nice card. Out of 50. Auto, on card. Congratulations. There you go. You ask and you shall receive, right, Rockies? Why are these not? Reds, alright. Bryce Eldridge. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty in the case break. Lorenzo, he is a Detroit Tiger. He used to be a Los Angeles Dodger. And that is out of 299. Congratulations to the Tigres. Ooh, we got an out of 25 coming up. Let's have that maybe just sit for a little bit. Aaron Parker, Blue Jays have been silent after their massive start. Out of 150. I still think the Blue Jays are happy. Well, as happy as they can be after losing the World Series, I should say. Colin Houck. Walcott covering up a Yeremy Cabrera. Rangers are hitting a lot of autos. I don't know if I'll call that big. I think everybody saw that coming, but thank you for the update. It's nice to see people signing earlier. I don't think there's any way he was leaving the Mariners. Thank you for the update, though. Hopefully the dominoes will fall a little bit earlier this year. Ben Hess for the Yankees. That one has a little ding on the corner there, just so you know. Not from me. And that is out of 75, so if you want to... I don't know if Ben Hess is your future Cy Young or not, but it has a nasty little ding on the side right there. Beltran, Condon, Hintz, and Drilling at a 99. Waldschmidt, Bazana. We'll go from the back here. Carter Matheson, Phillies, out of 299. Congratulations. And we have a nice Trey Morgan for the Rays. I like Trey Morgan. Somebody told me he's going to be a star. So I have a couple of his cards stashed to the side at a 99 there for the Rays. All right, last little stack here before we go hunting for our two big cards, hopefully, in that little stack there. Joshua Kuroda Grauer. I do not know who he plays for. Somebody wants to help me out, that would be great. I do not know who this young man plays for. It says bypass Las Vegas, so I don't know. I love Trey Morgan too, man. And I am definitely going to have to run up and get some sleeves. Estri Vargas. That's a nice one for the Rangers. Rangers are just having a nice break. A's, thank you. I was hoping it would be the A's because that's like the first A's card we've gotten. Rangers, yet another one. Sakura, sorry. And Eduardo Tate out of 75 for the Phillies. We got a couple nice cards of him as well. That's Phillies. Rucker. And then our last couple chromes. Alright, let's see what we got hidden. We've got an out of 25, or we have a thicky thick. Let's go thickety thick. Good luck, everybody. Josue DePaula out of 50. That is sick. That is a beautiful card. He is one of my main dudes that I'm following. That is a beauty. Josue DePaula out of 50. The Dodgers did well. All right, last one out of 25. Good luck, ladies and gents. Cam Caminiti. We had a 1/1 of him earlier. The Braves. 24 of 25. And that is the break. All right, let's go ahead and do a recap of our autos. I'm not going to go over each number. There's a lot of cards. But we had a Cam Caminiti, Vargas, Matheson, Cabrera, Guerrero, Benj, Brannon, Dowdy, Albertus, Matthews, Lewis, Guerrero, Cook, Rodriguez, McLean, Lindsay, Vargas, Tate, Durbin, Nishida, Baez, Adams, Brannon, Albertus, and Walkow. Perfect. Thank you. And then our colored. A lot of it. Tate, Grauer, Morgan, Drilling, Hess, Parker, Lorenzo, Burkholder, Smith, Sproat, Hernandez, Solano, Tong, Tibbs, Emerson, Burkholder, Campos out of 50. DeVries, Morel, Hightower, Dix, Mayfield, Cerna, Cunningham, White, Beam, White, Orlando, Miller, Montez, Lewis, Miller, Walcott, Cespedes, Castillo, Hernandez, Culpepper, Smith, Clemmy, Soto, Jacques, Matthews, Culpepper, and Tears. And then some nice cards that are up here. Braylon Payne out of 25 goes to Gabriel. Arjun Namala out of 50. Jared Thomas out of 50. Honeyman out of 50. Mikagi goes to Gabriel out of 50. Muth out of 25. James Tibbs out of 25. We had a very nice Nishida out of 10. Black out of 10. Zavala out of 150. As much as I would love to, I can't. Out of 50, Josue DePaula. Very nice. I thought the out of 5 would have won the Namala out of 5. But we are going to give the card of the break to the redemption. Max Clark, Bryce Rayner out of 10, dual autograph red. This was a very, very fun case, everybody. I appreciate you all. I'm going to take just a couple pictures here real quick, and then we're going to do our last break of the night. Awesome. All right, let me get this cleaned up, and then we will get on to the Topps update box. Just a second here, guys and gals. All right. Let's get the Topps update. Ready to go, Jumbo. Boom. Let me let everybody know. All right, we got a jumbo of update. 161. Benjamin has a D-back. Card form with the Braves. Rob with the Orioles. Deacon with the Red Sox. John B with the Cubs. Benjamin with the White Sox. Mike O with the Reds. John B with the Guardians. Auburn with the Rockies. Nick D with the Tigers. CS with the Astros. Benjamin with the Royals. Nick D with the Angels. Mike O with my back-to-back defending World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Nick D with the Marlins. Auburn with the Brewers and the Twins. Run DMG with the Mets. Drake with the Yankees. Rob with the A's and the Phillies. Nick with the Pirates. Deacon with the Padres. Card Farm with the Giants. Run DMG with the Mariners. Benjamin with the Cardinals. Drake with the Rays. CS with the Rangers. Rob F with the Jays. And Auburn with those Washington Nationals. All right. Let's dig into some update series 2 jumbo. Here's our silver packs. Empty box. Good luck, everybody. We'll do the silver or black packs, whatever you want to call them, last. Let's see what we got in store for us tonight. All right, lots of cards. Ben Rice. Ooh, nice. Carlos Rodon. For the Yanks on the nice little All-Star patch. And I did not grab, well, maybe I did. Congratulations, Yankees. That is not the right size, is it? Yeah. No, I'll grab the right size when I get upstairs. So, I'm sorry, Yanks. I don't have the right size. But there you go. All right. Let's see what we got here. Mystical Acuna. James Wood, very nice. Machado. And a Justin Steele, not numbered. I like those mysticals. Those are pretty. I guess that's an insert. Let's see if we see any A's here. Nope. But we do have a Ramirez for the Marlins, numbered out of 2025, and that is Agustin Ramirez, rookie. Kid can hit the ball. Tell you that. He can hit the ball. Bleacher Reachers, Robert Hassel, PCA, and the Mariners. Like we got our first bit of color here. Coming up. And let's see, it is Maverick Handley out of nothing, not numbered. Okay. Got me. There we go. Nick Kurtz on the black gold. There we go. That is what we like to see. Kid is a beast. That's a nice one for the A's. Congratulations, Rob. I believe that's who got it. Cam Smith, Chisholm, and Male. Big Sean, huh? Big Sean. Don't worry, when I sort these, all the big rookies will be sleeved and stuff. So no need to worry. Ballesteros, Scoobs, and Berger. There's our Nick Kurtz rookie. Jacob Wilson on the Mystical, Jung Ho Lee, Alonso, and the Reds. Freddie to the Braves. Keishel, Judge, Krim, and an autograph of Max Muncy. Max Muncy out of 25, sick. That's a nice one. Congratulations, A's. Not too bad. There we go. I know it's not quite the A's you wanted, but Rob, you'll take a out of 25 auto all day long, right? Congratulations, man. Bleacher Reachers Tatis. And a Drake Baldwin. Nice little relic there for the Bravos. Mr. Rookie of the Year himself. And that will go to Card Farm. Congratulations, man. Definitely got to be happy with that one. Harper, Baez, and Fulford. Abreu. Mr. Snail, Gore, Hogland, and a very, very nice Mike Trout pink. Not numbered? Interesting. Should be numbered. Love those black golds. All right, 2 more packs and then the silver packs. Rushing. Trout, Tatis, Mariners, and Joe Mauer for the Twins. Look at that. We got a bonus auto. Nice. Love that. Bonus auto for the Twins, and that went to Auburn. Gotta love that. Sweet. All right, last pack. Yogi. Another Kurtz. Acuna. Sale. Burger. And out of 150 is Jonathan India to the Royals. All right, not a bad box at all. 2 autos, 2 relics, and out of 25 auto. Can't complain there. All right, let's see what the silver packs get us. Mr. Skeens, Shohei, Gore, Christian Campbell, Dansby, Nolan Ryan, Nick Kurtz, nice, and a Jung-Hoo Lee. All right, A's, you're pretty happy. All right, let's do a little recap here. Mike Trout on the pink black gold. Jonathan India out of 150. A Nick Kurtz silver pack. Drake Baldwin on the jersey. Rodon on the jersey. Nick Kurtz black gold rookie. Hit the Ramirez out of 2025. With a Joe Mauer on card auto. Very nice. And the card of the break is going to be the Max Muncy out of 25 auto. All right, boys and girls, that is it for tonight. Really appreciate you all. That was fun. A lot of cards are broke tonight. I'm tired. I will be posting some breaks throughout the week, but this will be my last break for 5 or 6 days because I have to go on a work trip. So, as always, thank you for the support, for the love. We will talk and chat, and hope you all have a great night. Watch a football game. Much love as always. Peace out.